Welcome to PC Woods Kids Tech Talk. Today we're looking at a mainstream board from JetWay, the HA12. This is the 890 GX chipset. It's blue and black, the theme basically. Supports AMD processors, the latest ones. Has a pretty decent heatsink going over the chipsets there, the voltage regulators. As you can see, underneath this Southbridge chipset, we've got support for all kinds of stuff. SATA 3.0, USB 3.0. It's got PCI Express slots, mini PCI Express. It's got PCI, two of them right there, 32-bit if you have older cards. So lots of support there to install all kinds of hardware, which is pretty good considering that this again is a mainstream board. There are the SATA 3.0 connectors, and over here where the memory slots are, well, 16 gigs of memory max you can install in there, no problem. If you have an older hard drive, it supports that. And along here on the side, you have the USB headers, okay, and the audio headers, extra 5-pin 5-volt connector as well, and some overclocking, debugging there that you can do. You can reset the CMOS. You can turn it on from here. There's some buttons. You can check the temperature and the codes as well. Through the back, you can see optical PS2, DVI, VGA, HDMI, two USB 2.0s there, two USB 3.0 plugs there, two more USB 2.0s, your gigabit LAN, and your HD audio. So here we are with my test system. Again, I installed the latest AMD CPU in there because I wanted to see how it worked on this board, if it was able to take it. And also I installed a ATI 5850 video card, and also on this HA12 I installed some high quality memory from Kingston, the HyperX. So putting it all together, I would say that the system performed very well at default clock values, okay, without overclocking it, and then overclocking it using the BIOS settings that were made available. I was able to bring it up to 4 gigahertz, 4.1 gigahertz, which is pretty impressive. Considering that I did not use any software, just the BIOS settings. Now, I do have one complaint about the BIOS though. It doesn't allow you to save custom overclocking profiles. Some BIOSes do. So if we're going to be talking about overclocking and providing all these overclocking features on a board, it would be nice if they added those features in the BIOS. Now, here are some benchmarks for you guys on the 3D Mark Vantage, so you can see how the system overall it performs using this board, the chipset, the memory, and of course the video card. And you can see here also some game results. The board can keep up. There's no bottlenecking, there's no issues on stability, everything is pretty smooth, and it doesn't heat up too much, okay, considering that there's heat sinks on the motherboard itself to keep the chipsets cool, so I'm not too worried about that. Overall, I think this mainstream board did very well. It's priced around the $100 mark, okay, so I know if you're looking for a mainstream board, this has lots of support inside of the box, but it's about $100, maybe a little bit more depending on where you go to buy it, of course, but it does have good overclocking capability, latest standards and support, and again, nothing out of the ordinary from JetWay with this board, to be honest. So that's why I gave it a 7 out of 10, and I'd like to thank JetWay for providing it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.